Okay, it's me, Tom, now. Just I might do a story about this on my second channel. How would they fight either way? But enough about that now. Just explain details about what's his name? Kevin Levin versus what's his name? I'm just trying to think now. Oh, I know. It's Laughing Jack from Mr. Becky Kruger. Kevin Levin's from Ben 10, if you wonder, so... I'll explain the basics of... I'll start with Kevin Levin first, because he has more power, but... Yeah, okay, I'll explain. Kevin Levin can absorb different materials and turn into those different materials. Like, he could turn his arm into metal if he touch it, or he could turn his arm into anything he touch. Basically, he could turn into like the same material. He also can steal powers by absorbing people, as well as he absorbs materials. So if he absorbs materials, he becomes that material. But if he absorbs people, he becomes that creature or gain that power either way. Now I'm going to explain what durability is. He survives explosions. He literally survives explosions. What else? He also can bend he can break a lot of materials and wood. Basically, then he uses power, he can actually break. His powers absorb materials. He could break metal, he could break wood, he could break a lot of stuff with his metal powers. Pretty much. And yeah. There's not much to explain now. Basically, I actually think his powers are pretty cool. I might start with his weapon. He doesn't have any weapons, to be honest. I don't think he has natural weapons. So yeah, I don't think Kevin 11 or whatever his name is, I don't think he has weapons. But he could turn his arms into different weapons as well, like a sword, a mace, and a hammer. He could basically turn his two arms into different materials, or he could turn his hand into a giant scissors. Pretty much. Then he's pretty durable. I need to figure out what else strategy he might use. He is intelligent, not like intelligent like that it comes to strategy, but he's intelligent that it comes to, what's the word? He's intelligent that he uses powers. He's a bit creative with his powers. Like, for example, he could turn other materials into different materials as well. So in a way, he's kind of like Fullmetal Alchemist Ed. So yeah, he could absorb metal and then morph it onto wood or morph anything. He basically can morph other materials together as well with his powers. He can also create more materials out of his powers. He has no limits of absorbing powers, but the only limitation he can't absorb, what's the word? Then it's people. It takes time for him to absorb the whole power, so there's living creatures, it takes time. So if you're alive, it takes longer for him to steal people's powers, but it takes less time to absorb materials, pretty much. Besides that, that's pretty cool. He could also absorb energy as well, like electricity and that. So in a way, he could like control technology a little bit, not completely. Basically, he can absorb electricity. That's the only power he has when it comes to technology. I think I explained enough about, what's his name? Kevin 11. Now, we're going to start with Laughing Jack from Mr. Becky Kruger. Well, first of all, Laughing Jack can snap people's necks really easily. Laughing Jack could also has some form of strength, like he could throw people out windows. He also could bite someone's face off. What else Laughing Jack could do? Besides biting someone's face off. He's also, he can't be hurt by anything because he's a ghost. So if you shoot a bullet or any other form, he won't be hit by any weapon. He's like intangibility, he can go through walls. He also can fly, and he doesn't really need weapons either. He could just, he basically could do any power. He's a ghost. He can't do everything, but I'm just saying he can go through walls. He can fly. What else? Aside he can go through walls and fly, he also could, I'm not pretty sure he could turn invisible. I'm not pretty sure about that. Besides that, Laughing Jack does use some weapons like machine guns, but he doesn't focus on that much about Laughing Jack. He doesn't focus on machine guns. Pretty much. He does use machine guns, but those are mainly his weapons if he needs them. Like, for example, a JTA-47, he would use that. Yeah. What else? I need to figure out more details about Laughing Jack as well. Oh yeah, Laughing Jack is also pretty. He is intelligent, but not too intelligent, I would say. He's a bit smarter than Kevin 11, though. Because Laughing Jack can't figure out he didn't escape from asylum, but he had a strategy to escape from asylum. That's how Laughing Jack thinks. But, yeah, I think Laughing Jack would probably win, because I don't think Kevin could touch Laughing Jack, because he's a ghost. So there's a problem. And if Kevin could do that, that means he could absorb gases, pretty much. Because Laughing Jack is basically a ghostly gas man. What else? Oh yeah, Laughing Jack, he probably would beat, Laughing Jack would win. I think he would definitely beat Kevin 11. Kevin will try and attack him, but I explain the limitations. First of all, Kevin 11, he doesn't kill. Kevin 11 doesn't kill. And Laughing Jack does kill, but he mainly prefers to kill children. But I think Laughing Jack would definitely beat him. Laughing Jack won't kill him, but he'd probably beat the stuff out of him, pretty much. So, yeah. Laughing Jack does kill other people, but he mainly prefers to kill children. He discriminates. He prefers to kill children over fully grown people. So he wouldn't kill Kevin now, but he would kill him when he was young. If you wonder, young Kevin, he probably would focus on killing. But if it's the Kevin now, he probably wouldn't. You know, in the first Ben 10 film, in the first Ben 10 series, he was 11 years old, so maybe Laughing Jack would focus on killing him then. But now he's 18, so Laughing Jack will win either way, but Laughing Jack won't kill, he won't kill Kevin 11, but he will beat up Kevin 11. So yeah, Laughing Jack wins. End of story. See ya.